Jesse Camp is the winner of the first Wanna Be a VJ contest on MTV, beating over 5,000 other contestants including Dave Holmes for a VJ job on the network. During his year and a half on MTV, Camp was a co-host of music video show Total Request Live, and also hosted the summer series Lunch with Jesse as well as MTV Rocks Off. Although the original contest rules were to let the winner be a VJ for a period of 2 weeks, Camp became so popular on the channel that the network immediately extended his contract for a full year. Jesse was voted one of VH1's 20 Greatest MTV Moments in 2010. Early life: Camp was born in Granby, CT. His father was a college professor and his mother was an elementary school principal. Camp attended public school in Granby through the 8th grade. For high school, Camp received a scholarship to Loomis Chaffee, a New England boarding school, graduating in 1997. Also in 1997, Camp received a scholarship to the drama department of UCLA but never attended. MTV: Camp entered MTV's first Wanna Be a VJ contest in 1998. Portraying himself as homeless and projecting the image of a street kid, controversy arose when it was discovered that he had been raised and attended private school in Connecticut. Nonetheless, Camp beat fellow contestant Dave Holmes for a VJ job on the popular music video show Total Request Live, known as TRL. Camp held his position on TRL with Carson Daly as the main host for over a year. Jesse Camp also hosted 2 additional programs of his own for daytime MTV audiences. Camp convinced MTV executives to let him book acts such as Rat, Sebastian Bach and Dee Snider as guests on his summer series Lunch with Jesse at a time when these artists were years past being in rotation on the channel. For over a year, Jesse hosted the contemporary rock program MTV Rocks Off, interviewing artists such as Joey Ramone, Henry Rollins, Korn, Limp Bizkit, Sugar Ray, Garbage, Peter Steele, Silverchair and Metallica. Later developments: following his departure from TRL, Camp parlayed his MTV fame into a rock career with his 1999 debut album Jesse and the 8th Street Kids on the Hollywood Records label. The album was produced by Rob Cavallo and Julian Raymond, and specialized in the 1980s style glam metal that fell out of fashion almost a decade before the album's release. Guest stars on the album included Stevie Nicks duetting with Camp on ballad My Little Savior, Rick Nielsen, Steve Hunter and Greg Bisnett. Camp co-wrote the album with Alex Kane, Bam Bam and Joe Almeida and Cher Pedersen. A video for the first single See You Around included cameos from Reverend Run and Marky Ramone. Critical reviews were mixed. Rob Sheffield gave the album a review in Rolling Stone, while Stephen Thomas Eliwi Navolmasic gave the album 1 star out of a possible 5, writing, "At times, the music is catchy, but most of the time it's simply irritating, since Camp's singing is every bit as grating as his persona." In a retrospective review for the Onion Avenue Club, Nathan Rabin noted that the album was well produced and featured solid performances by the session musicians, but that the choice to obscure Camp's vocals on most songs betrays his limited musical ability, particularly on the duet with the far more talented Stevie Nicks. Jesse's touring band included Keith Robert, Sammy Yaffa, Todd Youth and Joe Rizzo. Tommy James and Tommy Fuhrer replaced Youth and Yaffa in a later incarnation of the band that supported Alice Cooper on his fall tour of 1999. Camp appeared in an impromptu cameo on the documentary titled Power and Control LSD in the 60s, by Aaron Rainan. Jesse Camp has acted in several films including Crossroads with Britney Spears and a starring role in Skinwalker. In 2008, Camp was captured by cameras at the final MTV Trail Party purchasing 2 8-balls by TMZ cameramen women. During the purchase, Camp stated he would sell both kidneys and a leg for 2 8-balls of cocaine. It was later revealed that Camp was just having fun for the TMZ cameras and making light of his bad reputation. Camp has been sober for many years and continues to help other addicts through his work with MusiCares. Camp has made several short films and documentary pieces with his sister, photographer Marisha Camp. It is rumored that Camp is working on a new online series due out by the end of 2014 as well as a new EP and tour with his band Jesse and the 8th Street Kids. References External links: Jesse Camp at the Internet Movie Database, Jesse Camp's bio on VH1.